Hey guys, stay tuned to the end of this video to learn more about our new sponsor, healthiq.com/dolce. Warning, this video contains sensitive subject matter that those of you who might not want to hear it should probably stop right now. The rest of you, you're dirty savages. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Question of the day. This wasn't a question that anybody was written, but this is something I'm asked weekly, a few times a week, and almost always during fight week. I just got back from a UFC event where our very own Mr. Mirsad Bektic walked away with a first round knockout and also earned himself a cool $50,000 performance of the night bonus. Cha-ching. That was a six-figure night for Mr. Mirsad Bektic. This wasn't Mirsad's question, but two of the UFC athletes that I don't work with asked me this question, and I thought it was funny. They thought it was funny, and depending on your sense of humor or libido, you may or may not find it funny. Also, the question is, do women weaken legs? You know that Burgess Meredith, Rocky Balboa, Mick conversation about women weaken legs, Rock. Is that true? And there's a lot of different studies out there that talk about testosterone, the increase or decrease of testosterone based upon having relations. And you can have relations with yourself, and I know many of you probably do. Hopefully none of you are doing that right now, goodness gracious. But when is the optimal time to have sex or refrain from having sex before athletic competition? And after extensive research on my part, trust me, extensive research, but also after pouring through all of the prevalent research and discussing other coaches, speaking with athletes, and trying to find a general consensus, what we found, and I think this is the most honest and accurate representation of the question, do women weaken legs? And ladies, this could also go for you, do guys weaken legs? The answer is not as much in the actual action of having intercourse or of male ejaculation, if you will. We'll keep it to the guys. The ladies, you don't do that, right? You don't do that. But for the guys, on the other hand, does busting a nut, shooting a load, whipping up a batch, does that decrease performance? And the answer is rather complex. Now, it's not so much the physical action of ejaculation that's the problem. And there's some interesting studies that do show there is a boost in testosterone 36 or so hours after the event, which would mean you could have relations, let's say on a Wednesday night before a Saturday competition, and you would actually be higher in testosterone. Now, I'm not saying that's true, but I've seen some good research in that 36 to 72 hour or so range. So let's say, Wednesday night relations could indicate a Saturday little boost in testosterone. But it's going to be negligible, and it's nothing that's actually going to do you any good, most likely. What the problem isn't so much in the physical action. The problem is the mental chase. The problem is the emotional side of chasing a woman, of trying to bed a woman, of doing what you have to do to try and get yourself in the position to have consensual intercourse with a consenting adult. That's the problem. So it's not the physical act itself, it's the actual psychological, the emotional game that goes into putting yourself in the position to have this physical act. Now, I've worked with many athletes who are happily married or in long-term relationships with a partner. Also, I've worked with many athletes who are dogs, dirty, dirty dogs, single dogs, running around just literally trying to hump anything. I mean, I got to keep the medicine balls out of the way when they come into the gym because they're just these savages. And the married people, those in long-term relationships, well, they'll have relations during fight week. Some of them, it even relaxes them and increases or improves the feeling of anxiety. It calms them. It's what they normally do. And for them, there seems to be a benefit. Now, for the other dirty dogs out there running around, and every ring card girl and every waitress and every barista, and God, every time the wind blows, they start just freaking out. What it does, it breaks their concentration. It takes them out of the game instead of putting them in the game. So what my answer is, what my response is, and this is all anecdotal, mind you, all right? There's no real scientific study that I've seen, and our team has not been able to find any conclusive study on this topic. But what we have found, and this is coming from me, who's worked in this business, in this industry for 25 years. I am the reigning 4-time trainer of the year, consecutive years in a row. I have a lot of experience, right? Worked with so many athletes. I could say hundreds, but it's probably thousands of athletes at this point. And what the consensus is, if you have to run around and chase it, it's probably not going to do you any well. But if it's normal, if it's there, if it's loving, if it's consensual, if it's comfortable, then I have no comment. I don't care what you do behind closed doors. That is the answer. So to you listening, it's probably best if it's what you normally do, and if it's what's with someone who's already a consensual, casual partner, a consistent partner, I should say, because the term of marriage is so frayed at these days in 2018. But consensual, casual, and casual means like it's no big deal. It's what you normally do. It doesn't get your mind all crazy and worked up about it. I think that's the answer. I think we covered a lot of ground, and yeah, I did say whipping up a batch in this video. That's pretty much a first time. But we know what you're doing. Ooh, you probably have hairy palms, don't you? And for the rest of you, and now here's another crazy thing as a little aside, an addendum to the video. Fighters and wrestlers and everybody else, guys cutting weight, jerking off is not a way to cut weight, right? Some athletes will think if they bust enough nuts, if they blow enough loads, they'll actually be a few ounces lighter. It's not gonna work. Just go take a hot bath. That's disgusting. It's terrible. And me as a coach, I don't want to be near your funky, nasty ass. You stink bad enough. You're just gross enough at that point. And if you got to worry about squeezing one out before weigh-ins, well, you already done messed up, because that is gross. So don't do that. Don't do that either. But to answer, no, women do not weaken legs. The pursuit of women does. So if she's already there waiting for you, and if it's easy, if you don't have to chase it down, figuratively speaking, you're probably going to be fine. But if you do have to start sprinting and chase that down, trying to chase that wild game down, and lure her back to your lair, consensually, of course, then that's probably going to be an issue. So we want to avoid that. I think that answers your question, kind of off topic, but it was crazy. Every fight week, athletes ask that question, and they usually, it's because they're sniffing around. They're like sniffing around. It's crazy. They're already in this testosterone-induced environment. They're so trained, they're so peaked, they're ready to throw down. And God, and there's beautiful women that hang around these big events, right? Professional athletes, fighters, and all that great stuff. It brings in everybody, but you see the beautiful women that do walk around, and also some that might be giving attention to the fighter, the up-and-coming fighter, or the established fighter who's on the card. We want to stay away from that girl for a little while. Get her Insta, slide in those DMs maybe on Sunday, but let's not do anything in the build-up to the fight. But if you got the old lady at home, and I say old lady with much respect, if you have the long-time consensual loving partner, then that's probably a green light. I hope you like this video, kind of an odd topic, but I think it's apparent. And I know we just helped a lot of you guys out there. I know some of you are like, yes, I knew it. See, honey, watch this. Sorry, ladies, if your old dirty old smelly man is going to drag you to watch this Dolce video just to tell you to put out during fight week or competition week. Sorry. Sorry. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you appreciate all this free content that we're giving to you guys. And leave a comment below. What did you think about this video? Do you have any further questions on this topic or other topics? Remember, I answer every single comment within the first 24 hours of these videos being put out. Thank you guys for being a part of this channel. You are making this channel what it is, and I look forward to continuing to grow with you into the future. Boom.
All right, guys, I wanted to take a minute to tell you about healthiq.com/Dolce. What healthiq.com/Dolce does is they provide special rate life insurance for healthy individuals just like us. We work hard to be more fit. We work hard to be healthy. We exercise. We eat right. We listen to YouTube videos just like the Dolce Diet channel offers you, but when you apply for life insurance, you get lumped into the same category as all those people who do not do what you do to be healthy. And that's not fair. Health IQ understands that. And what they have done, they have ensured that healthy individuals just like us can now receive special discounts on their life insurance. Go to healthiq.com/Dolce to learn more. That is healthiq.com/Dolce.